Hello everybody. Here's that second video I somewhat promised. Still smoking my absolutely fantastic Jad's pipe. Still stoking the embers of the firestorm from Russ Roulette. Still fat, still farsighted. Still doing time. Only I'm not in a honky-tonk prison. So my last video, I alluded to this enormous set of questions that I stumbled across that I thought would be interesting to talk about in my videos. I'm going to start off with one that's pretty light-hearted. What am I hoping to get out of this, though? I want to answer that before I get to that actual question. I'm going to ask the question. I'm going to give my answer, but I'm far more interested in your answers. I would love feedback. VRs are cool. Comments, extended comments. You can email me if you want to, whatever. What I'm not particularly interested in is, I agree with your comments, or, oh, those are great comments. I'm not interested in that particularly. I don't believe that everybody out there thinks exactly like I do. That would be an extremely boring existence for me. I like to believe that we're all different. We think different. We have different beliefs. Our brains work differently, etc. I want to know how yours works. I want to know why I'm wrong, not why I'm right. Or why I'm right in a way that I didn't think about, or whatever. Or why I may be wrong, why I may be right. I hope this turns into a way for us to learn more about each other and more about ourselves. That's what I find interesting. So with that opening, this question's probably going to seem like, what? So like I said, I'm going to start with something light. There's all kinds of different questions in here, from ones like this to ones that you have to sit down and think about for a long time before you form an opinion. The one I picked for the first one here is, what movie or book do you think is highly overrated? Well, not much of a moviegoer. But figure I might as well jump in feet first and piss everybody off at once. The movie series that I think is extremely highly overrated is Star Wars. I saw the first two in the theater back in the late 70s. I saw the third one at some point, and I've seen bits and pieces of the next three and almost none of the final three. Well, how can you speak about it if you haven't seen it? Because I got bored enough with it in those first two movies to not be interested to see any more. It's a classic tale of good versus evil, set in space. I didn't find the characters that interesting. I didn't find the plot that interesting. certainly don't find the hysteria understandable to me, and I know there's a lot of deep rooted Star Wars fans out there, and I'm taking nothing away from your enjoyment from that movie and telling you that I didn't care for it. My kids love it, and my wife loves it. In fact, I'm probably in a very small minority of people that don't really enjoy it at all. I think there's been many great movies that tell the story of good versus evil. The Godfather. The Deer Hunter. Schindler's List. Go on and on. There's some great movies out there. I just don't happen to find Star Wars to be one of them. So that's it. That's my answer of the most highly overrated movie there is, or grossly overrated movie. And it's hard to compare books and movies, but there's some great books out there that delve into the depths of good versus evil, either in a societal battle or an inner man battle. Crime and Punishment by Dostoevsky. Anna Karenina by Tolstoy. Brothers Karamazov. I'm reading that one at the moment. The Maltese Falcon. The Odyssey. I mean, there's tons of stuff out there you can read if you want to delve into the battle of good versus evil. It's, generally speaking, probably the main theme in most movies or books that aren't very specific about this event or that event, etc. Most character studies delve into the battle of good versus evil. So for me, there's plenty of alternatives out there to Star Wars. The Lord of the Rings. Great stuff. Anyway, tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me what you think. Tell me why some of those I listed suck. We'll compare notes. How's that? Otherwise, keep on enjoying your pipe. Keep on ignoring the hype. I will talk to you later.